Hello, welcome to another episode of How Would That Sound? Today we're going to record some songs but a little differently. The singing is going to be recorded as normal, but the instruments behind it are going to be recorded in reverse. Now what this means is if there's a chord sequence for a song, I'm going to have to play it in reverse and then reverse it to be normal. So let's say that there's a chord sequence for a song that goes G, C, E minor, D. I will be playing that D, E minor, C, then G. And then I'll reverse it. That underneath the singing as normal. Don't know what that's going to do, but that's the point. How would that sound? Okay, so I've picked two songs and I've decided to keep the instruments quite sparse. I don't want loads of instruments on to be reversing because I feel like you won't get to notice what happens to each of them if there's lots of them to play and be in the mix. So I'm going to keep it to 2 instruments per song and 2 songs. The songs I've chosen are Still Into You by Paramore. I'm going to do acoustic guitar and bass on that. The other song is Swatted Fly by The Drills, and that's going to be piano and bass. Let's do it. Let's listen. Woohoo! Ah! God, I'm so lame.
I should be over all the butterflies. I'm into you. And baby, even on the worst nights, I'm into you. Let her wonder how we got this far, 'cause I don't really need to wonder at all. And after all this time, I'm still into you.
So, the first song, the Paramore song, it sounds weird. I mean, I don't know what I expected. The singing obviously is normal and then the instruments are reversed. It's kind of interesting how you can tell the strumming pattern and the chords even though they're reversed. Also at the same time, I feel like it sounds a lot more messy. And I remember when I was singing it, it was a lot harder to follow. The rhythms especially were harder to follow, to sing with. But also the notes to get the right key was kind of hard. I don't know why being in reverse made that harder, but that's what I found with this. I don't like it. I don't think it's usable for much. The only sort of things I like were maybe like when it stopped on that chord and it was like a reverse stop and then the reverse build up, which I know those sorts of things are used a lot in music anyway, but those are the only usable bits I could find anyway. Let's see if the next one sounds as messy as that one, because I don't think it will, being like sort of single chords after each other, not much strumming or anything like that. So yeah, let's listen to the next one, see what that's like. Okay, so for the piano one, I'm going to record it in clips because I don't play piano very often and it's really hard to play it in reverse. So I'm just going to record like a phrase at a time and then put them all together afterwards and then reverse it. Hope that makes sense. I think you'll see what I mean.
You put a smile on my face, then you put me in your place, and I've become a swatted fly again. When anything I say or do is never good enough for you, and I've become a swatted fly again. I'll never be your swatted fly again.
Okay, Swatted Fly. This one doesn't feel as messy with the instruments being reversed, and I think that's because it's just like sort of single chords after each other. Some nice long things, even though I did have to do it in segments, because, I mean, I ain't no, Mozart man. Yeah, okay. The trade-off with this is the singing was even harder, because it's like a slow tempo. It's hard to guess when like the next beats come in relative to the reversed instruments that sound really weird. It was harder to sing. And again, it sounds kind of interesting. I can see it being used more with slowed down music, but still, it's just, I don't know, it's just an interesting thing, isn't it? In all the other episodes, I find some sort of use behind these strange things that I'm coming up with, but this one, not so much. That's it for this episode of How Would That Sound? If you liked this, check out all the rest of the episodes in the series. There should be a fair few now, and hopefully you'll find those interesting too. And I'll see you next time, because I should be over all the butterflies.
I should be over all the butterflies.